You know, because it was Midtown before.
Yeah, Midtown, Killer Wayne.
Killer Wayne and Killer Bray and Killer Dre and all them. You know, and a lot of them cats, like the Twins and all them, come from Linwood. You know, Oaks Park. You had Nervous Dan and all them from OPB.
Right. Nervous Dan, Yogi, Crip Doctor, Baby Crip, Boo Boo, Chili Pimp, Roy Scott, Gary the Governor. You had Big Chocolate, Silas Cole. You just had numbers of people.
But we were all family. And it would be funny because we could go to the Forum. You know, with Tookie and all them and Jamel and them, and we all was there. Us, Marcellus, you know what I'm saying? We was all there. It wasn't no tripping.
The watch that.
Right. Oh, we had to go on. I remember 100 of us walking down Compton Boulevard. You remember the Compton Parade? We'd be 100 of us going through the Compton Parade, but we stopped right there on Santa Fe because it was war going right across. We knew.
Right up here.
Yeah.
Come right up here.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. What was in Atlantic Drive before the Crips?
Pirus. You had Kelly Park, Pirus, Atlantic Drive, all that they were U.S. Because Vincent Jones and Hank, they were U.S. boys.
Alvin
moved over.
All of them were U.S.
Knuckles,
Vincent Jones, all of them.
And what's the other boy named? Ralph?
Jimmy Woods.
Yeah, Jimmy Woods, Jimmy Ellis, and Alan Jeff Cole.
Yeah. Yep. Gangster Ben.
Vincent Jones.
Yeah, all of them were U.S. And what happened, Bob Simmons opened the boys' home on Santa Fe and Pine, the Red House, and one on Atlantic. But when he opened up the one on Atlantic, Batman from L.A., Nate, Joe Whippy, and them moved on the drive, and they immediately switched. Yeah, because I remember Icky and them, we used to have shootouts right there on Atlantic and Caldwell. Because like you gotta understand, you had Pirus, they wasn't punks.
They wasn't.
No, we'd be right here right now. It'd be like 18 cars with red rags tied on the antenna, pull up and get out and like, who wants something? But it was from the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? And they were strapped, some of them strapped. You had like with Big Ant and them stayed right on Bradfield, right in their hood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I used to go over there and I used to like, really, Ant? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know we gonna have to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Rebo stayed right there. Yeah. I stayed right there on that. Mama stayed right there. Me, Big Rebo, and we hooked up together. Let's go, man.
Right.
And walked on straight to the Grandees.
Yeah. And that's just the opposite. They wouldn't come in the Grandees either. They couldn't come in the Grandees. You remember Boot Hill?
Yeah, Boot Hill.
Boot Hill, the Grandees Park Village, what they call Spooktown in Acacia right now. Yeah. All that was like Boot Hill and the Grand. It was just the Grandees, really. You know?
Yeah, all that.
And it was they multiplied so fast. You figure from 70.
Black Eyes.
Yeah, you figure from like the 70s, I would say 71, 72, 73, when the Crips came into Compton, it converted almost overnight. Yeah. I'm in Roosevelt, I see 200 or 300 Crips walk through the school. Yeah. There was Sunshine Crips, Park Village, King Rat and all them. You remember Big Joe and King Snake?
We did a lot of politics. we did that. We campaigned.
Y'all converted. You know what I'm saying?
We campaigned around here.
Yeah. I remember the struggle that took place within the Oaks Park neighborhood because on one street you had New York bartender, you had Lug and Jug, you had Lil George, you had Curtis Patrick. Curtis Patrick was originally a Piru until that little thing happened between him and Ray Johnson, which severed that. You know what I mean? But all them cats really lived in Oaks Park. You know, this was one of the first times I laid eyes on Bitter Dog Bruno. We in the park, we getting drunk with bartender, right?
Right.
We come walking out the park. This happened to be about 73.
Right.
We come out the park, and there's a bunch of cats on a bicycle coming up to Santa Fe. And they, hey, Piru here. So bartender like, okay, these my folks. Let me get up out there. And hit them with it.
And you
man, and the next thing I know is Bruno, Half Pint, Bruno, LC, Charlie Noon, Cartoon, and you know, everybody, you know, they. This is quick. Man, they don't hem the man up, got the man on. Bruno, Oni, you got to understand, we pushed the line. We pushed that Crip line to the point to where we dominated. And you know what I'm saying? We dominated to the point to where even when we went to the county jail, it was massive. It was massive. You go to the Coliseum. They couldn't even walk along.
You go to we used to go to the Coliseum, and you had the 20s in their hood. They couldn't come up there. You know, so we tied our rags together. They couldn't come up there. They didn't want to see us. You know,
they couldn't even go to what was that park in Inglewood? Centinela. They didn't go up there.
No,
Right,
Centinela.
right.
Yeah.
Because
Like
like
to march up to Centinela, hook up with them.
well, you got to remember, in '73, I was 13.
Right.
But I was cripping because I was doing the burglaries, getting the guns, giving them to them. You know what I'm saying? That's why
We got most of our guns.
Yeah, y'all, we went and got them. We went and got them. But at the same time, they looked out for us. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't let nobody jump on us or nothing. Oh, you what? I'm going to get head honcho. You didn't even have to go get him. Just say the name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just say the name. That was our protection. But they were our father figures.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They was the ones that was out there with us, looking out for us, made sure nothing happened to us. You know, if you was hungry, you had something to eat. You know what I'm saying? If you need, you fall
we should eat free lunch at the Red House.
you actually fall in love
They
with
had
the
a free
homies.
lunch program up there. So yeah, we went up there on the regular and just ate lunch.
But at the same time, like I said, it really wasn't no such. You have to understand, this is '73. I'm 13. But I got initiated at like 12. And it's kind of, when I look at it now, I'm like, wow, 12 years old. I'm 58.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, because I didn't expect to get 26. Because I was putting in work day one. Day one. I was coming out. It was like, okay, you got to be Robert French. You remember Bay Rob? You know, Donald McKay. Oh, yeah, get with him. You know what I'm saying?
He was
So
the youngest member of the gravity.
Yeah, he was. That's why he came Bay Rob. That's how his name was Bay Rob. He was a baby. We was baby Crip because you had Connie and all them over there with the Cripplettes.
Yeah.
You know?
The youngest member.
Yeah. And I came like right after him. We all was the same age. So at that time, like I said, we fell in love with the homies, and they looked out. It was a family thing. It was love. You could, you know. And then it's a myth about the broken family. No family. We come from upper middle class. You have to understand. In the early '70s, Compton was predominantly white.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we came, I had a mother and father in the house. He was a truck driver. You know what I'm saying? They had new Cadillacs and everything. But when you get out there, it was certain things that we just got involved in. You know, drinking a little bit of, what was that Diamond Red and Silver Side. Sneaking to the parties, you know what I'm saying? Right, yeah. Killing the bird. Remember we used to kill the bird?
Yeah, man, I'm on the mission.
That's how he got his name, the dog Bruno. That's how he got
Where you going, man? Man, I'm on the mission, man. Fucked up and everything.
That's how I got his
Shoot
name.
myself all in the kneecap and all that, man. You know.
Yeah. So, and even at that time, the police even respected us to an extent. They wasn't bum rushing. But see, we didn't sit around and videotape the homies getting jumped by the police. I had homies just tell the police, Big Sherman, them just tell the police, you hit him one more time, we just all got to go to jail. We gonna rush you. And they knew it. And they gave us that respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how, I see sisters getting jumped on, and they videotaping it.
Right.
I'm like, well, look like it's time to die. Today is the day we die.
Yeah, we used to make a move. Man.
Oh, yeah.
I got to move
we used to kick.
around,
You remember,
man.
Bruno, you remember the sheriff used to come up.
We
We kicked the door closed. Get back in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Back.
You ain't built for this.
Back up, getting out of there.
Now, when they come back, you know Firestone coming back.
Yeah.
You know when they come back, you going to jail because it's going to be a gang of them.
Shoot you straight,
What?
straight across.
At the same time, they gave you that respect, though.
Oh, we got Bruno on them up in there.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
What they tell you when you say, y'all go behind there and get loaded.
Yeah.
Y'all go behind that gate and get loaded. Y'all ain't got no guns or nothing out here. Y'all go behind there.
All right, man, I'm getting ready to put you with these
Yeah.
problems. I don't care, man.
Yeah, they drop us off. Yeah, they drop us off.
Yeah, you know.
But that was family. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And that's it's still family. And that's the thing. You got history right here.
Yeah, this history.
Yeah.
You got history right here. This is the beginning. Ain't nothing past this.
71.
You know what I'm saying?
On up.
Ain't nothing past this.
No.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing past this. You can't go no further with that.
No, you can't. This is it. This is where it began.
This is where it began.
You know?
Bitter dog Bruno.
Head honcho.
Yeah, it is, my brother.
That's Compton history right
Right
there.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So, like I said, now is the time we may do something different. You know, because at the point, the way it is now, our babies are dying at a mass. I mean, from all different kind of, jails, drugs, bullets, fighting each other. So I don't have the answer. I read the book Tookie wrote. What was it? Blue Rag, Black Rag Redemption, or something, one of them. I read the back of the book. That's what made me call some of the homies and say, let's go do the ceasefire. When I read the back of the book, he had a couple chapters how that we can stop this. Let's stop this. And I got to give homage to Big Took. You know what I'm saying? Because He was a founder.
Up in there.
Yeah, all of us is in there. Bub, you know my name is in there. Yeah, I'm in there. Yeah, Light Bulb, all of them up in there. You know what I'm saying? So Marcellus, he got everybody.
Yeah.
So my point is, if Vic Took can, you know, sit up there and sacrifice, he sacrificed his life for this.
Yeah.
You know, he gave his life up for this, technically. So if he had a plan, the least I could do is say, you know what, let me try and put this in action. Let's see if it works. If it don't work, we can always go back to being stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, when we did it, it worked. It actually worked. The 24. Am I lying?
It worked.
It was.
Yeah, it worked.
It was so cold. And this is the thing. I call Baby Gangster. I call Melly. I call all the homies that I knew had an impact on, that was reputable, that had a voice in their hood. I called everybody. You know, I got everybody on speed dial. That's why I'm here now. And when we went and we said, let's clean our backyard up first. Let's stop this set tripping. We sat inside, the mayor came in, and I don't usually mess with politics. I'm not a politician. I keep my Crip at 100. I'm not a politician at all. I don't even get into it. I don't even get in the weeds with it. But at the same Time, she had some resources. I give Asia Brown her props. Because she put her job on the line for us. And there's some people working and doing really well behind that. Now, I know she can't fix 50 years of damage. But at the same time, she gave us buildings to meet at. She gave us, she fed us. She did everything she could. Gave us contracts with the graffiti removal, a whole bunch of stuff to stop the killing.
Yeah.
So at the same time, you got to understand, if we can make it work for a year or two, we can continue to make it work. You know what I'm saying? It's on us. This is our mess. We started this mess. We can't blame outside resources, white supremacy. We blame them for what they did. Yeah, of course. But we can't blame them for some of the stuff we do. Some of the stuff we got to take responsibility and say, you know what? I'm matured. I made it to be a certain age. Maybe I can't go back out there. But I can call one of my homies that's out there and tell him to tell his son, put the gun down. You know, don't go shoot up my other homies' kids. And that snowballs in, because when we did it, we called the homies, and this was the crazy part. It was a sister, and then it was a court reporter for the mayor that was a Damu. And we didn't know. And they said, and the mayor said, this all Crips in here. And we said, yeah. She raised her head and said, no, I'm a pirate. Like, you got more heart than a whole bunch of people. You got way more heart than a lot of cats I know, you know what I'm saying? But the next day, the Damus came in. Because they knew once we got together, they thought they was the target.
Right.
But we were just trying to clean our backyard up, stop the senseless killing. So when they came in, we was like, okay, we don't have no problems with each other. The Crips and Bloods don't have no problems right now. It's the Crips and the Bloods that's doing all the fighting. They fight, everybody fighting each other. But at the same time, if you got the Crips and Bloods together, you know, I didn't even stop for red lights. I got red in my shirt and I'm embarrassed to who I'm standing with right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't do it. We didn't do it at all. You better have some Vaseline, because if your eyes got too red, we was on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how we roll. But at the same time, I look at it as we evolve.
Right.
And we see how messy it got. It's time to just step up, do something, and we have. And then, like I said, when they came in and they that's the first time I see these grown dudes crying like, that's the homie over there shot me in the head. I forgive you. That was powerful.
Right.
That was one of the most powerful things I've seen in the history of this gang thing, period. Is when somebody
at the end of the day, regardless, I mean, there's people been lost on all sides.
On both sides. There's no
Ain't
winner.
nothing we can do to bring those individuals back. But we can start with the ones that's up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because what we got right now, what's most important to your life right now? What's most important to your life?
And my grandchildren.
No, it's the air you breathe right now.
Yeah, I need. Well,
I didn't mean it to be as a trick question.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
It's the air that we breathe in, and it gives us opportunity to be better and do better and grow and develop and reach out and communicate. See, because we have more in common than we do not in common.
Right.
We just lack communication, and a lot of us, for better reason or not, information poor.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So we need to work on those things, and we need to find a way to retool ourselves, retrain ourselves, and re-educate ourselves, because the education that we received in Compton High, Dominguez, and Centennial, those were not education.
That's diseducation. That's indoctrination.
Yeah, well, that led us to the places that came later on.
That's what I was trying to say. It's a difference between indoctrination and education. Education is universal. That means everything you learn in this world that you need to know by trial and error experience, reading, the rudiments of reading, writing, and arithmetic. All that goes into, that's why they call it university, because it's a universal way of learning, and you never stop learning. So at the same time, when you sit back and you see how you was indoctrinated that America is the best country in the world. You pledge allegiance to a flag. I pledge allegiance to God, the creator of all things. I don't pledge allegiance to no paper or no towel or nothing. You know, because you're really belittling the creator who created everything. So when you indoctrinated to, like I said, to learn that Little Bo Peep lost her sheep and Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, you're becoming miseducated.
Right.
So you'll graduate with a high school diploma with a 3rd grade education.
Right.
And won't be able to make it in the real world. That's
Little
part of the
Bo Peep
confusion.
and Humpty Dumpty didn't do nothing for me in my adult life.
They don't even exist.
You know,
Yeah.
Religion is one of the biggest.
That's
You know,
that
we get into this religion thing,
Right.
you know, because they'll tell you to practice Christianity, and I mean, it's just some logical things that you wasn't allowed to read, but the Bible, and that lets you know right now it was a tool to use to keep you off balance.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Now I've read the book, I've read the Quran, the Torah, and a whole bunch of other good books. And I got good out of some of it because love your neighbor, you know, treat people like you want to be treated.
Right.
I got good out of it. But the whole thing was in the spiritual realm, our ancestors paved the way. My heroes is Malcolm X, Dr. King, Farrakhan. You know, all the brothers in Harriet Tubman that sacrificed their life and died for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to basically undo what's been done. And it's illegal.
So let me ask you this. Do you believe that COINTELPRO was more far-reaching than the Black Panthers? And it reached all the way down into the leadership of the Crips and the Bloods?
Of course.
And it created those mercurial mindsets, the way people was changed. You know, they had the wayward and people that just was just conditioned to do stuff, just not even think about it.
Well, it's just like when you train a dog. You train a dog, bow down, sit down, shut up, go eat. It's the same with us. People train people and they indoctrinate them to do what they want to do. If I teach you to go to school, get a job, and go to work for me, borrow money from me to get a house, and then when you die, I take it back and keep it and give it to my kids, that's all you'll know.
Right.
So that's miseducation.
Right.
But if I teach you, hold it, wait, buy your home, you know what I'm saying? Buy everybody in your family houses. You know what I'm saying? Never sell houses. You know what I'm saying? That's the fastest way to wealth without an education that you're going to get.
And by the way, this is Kev Mac Videos doing it on a whole nother level.
Gotta give out
Politics,
property.
religion, gang banging. You know, today we're not borrowing anything. We're taking it there. So get ready for this. Kev Mac Videos once again.